Anger. That's the only word that fits when you really sit down and think about what's happening right now. A living legend is walking toward the end of his career, pouring out what's left of his body and soul on a farewell tour, and somehow it still feels like not enough people are talking about it. Not enough people are appreciating it. Not enough people are outraged that time is stealing something we're never getting back. Because this isn't just another retirement tease. This is the closing chapter of AJ Styles. And if you've watched wrestling long enough to understand what true in-ring mastery looks like, then you already know, when AJ Styles is gone, there will be a void that no flashy debut, no surprise return, no 5-minute viral moment can ever fill. So, let me hit you with something right now. When AJ Styles retires, where does he rank on your all-time list? Top 3? Top 5? Top 10? Or is he the greatest all-around performer of his generation? Don't sit on the fence. I want to see those answers in the comments. Because what we're witnessing through this WWE vlog-style farewell tour is something raw, something emotional, something that feels less scripted and more real than most storylines on weekly television. You can see it in his eyes. You can hear it in the tone of his voice when he talks backstage. This isn't a guy coasting toward the finish line. This is a competitor squeezing every last drop out of the tank. And that's what makes it hurt. AJ Styles wasn't supposed to dominate the biggest wrestling company in the world. When he debuted at the 2016 Royal Rumble and stood across the ring from Roman Reigns, there were doubters. There were critics. There were fans who thought he'd be another great worker who couldn't break through the glass ceiling. Instead, he shattered it. Quick trivia for you: who eliminated AJ Styles in his Royal Rumble debut match? If you remember that without Googling, you've been locked in since day one. Drop it below. The crazy part? AJ Styles didn't just adapt to WWE's style. WWE adapted to him. Within a year, he captured the WWE Championship. Not a mid-card belt. Not a feel-good secondary title run. The WWE Championship. And when he won it from Dean Ambrose, it felt like validation for every fan who believed wrestling ability still mattered. That reign wasn't just about holding gold. It was about proving that someone who built his name outside the system could come in and outperform almost everyone inside it. And then came the wars with John Cena. Money in the Bank. SummerSlam. Royal Rumble. Those matches weren't just good. They were generational. The kind of matches you rewatch years later and still feel the electricity. So, here's a question for you. Which AJ Styles versus John Cena match was the best, and why? I want details. Event. Finish. Moment that gave you chills. Because that rivalry alone cemented AJ as more than just a great signing. It made him essential. Fast forward to now, and this farewell tour feels different. You can sense reflection creeping into his presence. In the WWE vlogs, there are moments where the camera catches him stretching a little longer, talking to younger talent with a calm that only veterans have, laughing in a way that feels aware that the clock is ticking. His style was never safe. The springboards, the dives, the phenomenal form, the styles clash. Every move explosive, every landing risky. That kind of career takes a toll. And yet, he still delivers. Let's settle this in the comments right now. Styles clash or phenomenal form? Which one defines him more? No fence sitting. Pick one. Beyond the moves, the rivalries built his legacy. The clash of Styles against Seth Rollins felt like two eras colliding. The psychological tension with Randy Orton showed that AJ could outthink as well as outfly. The dream encounter with Shinsuke Nakamura brought years of global history onto the WrestleMania stage. Quick trivia: which WrestleMania featured AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura? If you know the number without looking it up, you're a certified wrestling historian. But here's where the frustration creeps in. Is WWE really giving AJ Styles the farewell he deserves? Or is this slow fade happening without the monumental spotlight a legend of his caliber should have? Be honest. Because this is a man who carried SmackDown on his back. A man who stepped up whenever the company needed a workhorse champion. A man who consistently delivered match-of-the-night performances. And yet, sometimes it feels like this farewell is being treated as just another storyline. Should his final run be main eventing every major show? Should he have one last dominant title reign? Or does a quieter, reflective exit suit him better? Type main event send-off if you believe he deserves the grandest stage possible. Type respectful exit if you think subtlety fits his personality more. The WWE vlog perspective adds something unique to all of this. You see him interacting with younger stars. You see the respect in their body language. You see them listening more than they talk. He's become the locker room compass. Think about that transformation. From outsider to champion to veteran leader. That's not common. When AJ Styles leaves, who replaces that presence backstage? Who becomes the measuring stick for in-ring excellence? That question alone should make every fan uneasy. Because legends aren't manufactured overnight. They're built over decades. And AJ built his across multiple companies, continents, and generations. From being the cornerstone of total nonstop action wrestling to leading Bullet Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling, he proved he could thrive anywhere. Trivia time. What faction did AJ Styles lead in NJPW? If you don't know that answer, you might need to revisit some wrestling history. That global credibility is part of what makes this farewell tour so heavy. You're not just watching a WWE superstar wind down. You're watching a once-in-a-generation performer close the book on a journey that redefined what was possible for so-called indie guys. And here's the thing about farewell tours. You don't always know when the last moment happens. The last time his music hits in your city. The last time he springboards off the ropes. The last time he points to the sky before launching into the phenomenal form. That uncertainty creates urgency. Every match feels like it might be the final memory. If you could book AJ Styles' last WWE match, who would it be against? Would you go with Roman Reigns for a full circle moment? Seth Rollins for a pure wrestling clinic? John Cena for one final epic? Or someone younger, passing the torch? Fantasy book it in the comments. I want to see creativity. Because here's the reality. When AJ Styles retires, we're losing more than a performer. We're losing a standard. A reminder that precision matters. That storytelling inside the ropes matters. That adaptability is everything. What year did AJ Styles win his first WWE Championship? Drop that answer too. Real fans should know it instantly. The farewell tour isn't about nostalgia alone. It's about appreciation in real time. It's about recognizing greatness before it becomes a highlight package with dramatic music and a thank you AJ graphic. So here's what I need from you. If you've ever popped for a phenomenal form, if you've ever argued that AJ Styles was the best wrestler in the world, if you've ever rewatched one of his matches just to study how smooth he is, comment phenomenal forever. Share this video with someone who understands how rare a career like this is. Comment phenomenal forever. Share this video with someone who understands how rare a career like this is. Because the day is coming when that entrance theme hits for the last time. And when it does, there won't be anger. There won't be debate. There will just be realization. Realization that we lived through the era of AJ Styles. And that nothing after it will ever feel quite the same.